Good day, grade 10 learners. Our lesson for today will be based on pie chart. What is a pie chart? A pie chart is a circular figure which has been divided into slices out of 360 degrees. Take note that when pie chart is drawn, the angles are used, hence we say out of 360 degrees. But we don't have to draw the pie chart for our content. Okay, so now the total percentages of a pie chart is 100%. So whenever you are given the pie chart, just remember that when you add all the slices, the total will give you 100%. Each slice represents the specific portion of a value compared to the entire chart. So on the pie chart, always you will have a legend or the explanation of what each slice represents. So let's take note of that as well. To calculate the actual value, we multiply the percentage given in that particular slice by the total value. So now, let us have a look at the first question. This is just the practice. Ruby prepared a list represented on the pie chart to indicate how she spends 1,500 which she received from her father. Use the pie chart to answer the following questions. The first question, on which item has Ruby spent most of her pocket money? So looking at the pie chart, what is key is that as I explained in terms of other charts, with the pie chart we say, if you have the bigger slice, that bigger slice tells you that that's where most of the spending was done. And then if you have smaller slice, it will tell you that that is the minimum value. So we are saying the size of slice will give us the maximum value and the minimum value. The bigger slice, the maximum value, and the smaller slice will be the minimum value. So on which slice has Ruby spent most? The word most indicates that it is the highest spending. So because that's where she spent most of her pocket money, therefore looking at the slice, because the bigger slice is 49%, then you have to look at these colors because you have the explanation, the key of explanation on the right-hand side. So we say the green will represent the transport, the blue will represent the lunch, calculator is this one, and this is the cosmetic. So you can see that your Ruby loves her cosmetics. So she spent 49% of that amount on the cosmetics. So to answer our question, therefore, we say she spent most of her pocket money on cosmetics. So the answer here is cosmetics. I think it was easy to identify as long as you know that when we talk about the maximum value, we are looking at the bigger slice, and when we talk about the minimum value, we are looking at the smallest slice. So now let us move to the next question. How much did Ruby spend on the calculator? Now we must come and look at these keys. You check the calculator is 15%. Then to calculate the actual amount that Ruby has spent, remember, we say you multiply the percentage by the total given. So now our percentage is 15%, and I want to advise you that let us express the percentage as a fraction so that we don't forget to press the percentage sign. Then it will be 15 out of 100. This is multiplied by 1,500 rand. So let us press the calculator together. We have 15 divided by 100, and we multiply this by 1,500 rand. And then she has spent 225 rand. 225 rand was spent on the calculator. That is the actual amount spent. Let us move to the next question. Ruby claimed that she has spent more than 300. The word more than is so important because we are not just looking at the 300 rand. She claimed that she spent more than 300 rand on transport. Verify her claim. The word verify implies that you calculate the amount that she has spent, you get your answer, and you compare your answer versus what is given on the claim. So can we calculate the amount that she spent on the transport? First, you must identify the key which is leading us on the slice which represents the transport. So you can see that this is the slice representing the transport. So she has spent 20% on the transport. So we can calculate the actual amount spent on transport. 20% can be represented as 20 out of 100. And then we multiply it as 20 over 100 by 1,500 rand. And let us press the calculator together. 20 divided by 100, and then we multiply this by 1,500 rand. Then you can see that she has spent 300 rand. So let us go back to the claim. According to the claim, she is claiming that she has spent more than 300 rand. So now the amount that she has spent is 300 rand. Therefore, we say her claim is invalid, or you can say her claim is incorrect, or you can say her claim is false, as long as you can be able to conclude based on what she has claimed. So just to repeat what I said in terms of this question of claim, I say if the question requires you to verify the claim, you calculate, and after calculating, you take your answer, you compare it to the claim, and then you conclude. So I hope now that you are able to use the pie chart, you are able to relate the key to the slice because of the different colors which have been used. So now I want us to go for a short break, and I will see you right after the break with more examples based on what we were doing. See you after the break.